Hi guys, and welcome to another session of Property Secrets. Today we are doing in the field actually. So we're showing you exactly what we do. I know we've given out a lot of value in terms of the knowledge that we have, but today we are actually here in Faz's new rent-to-rent property that he's recently sourced. How are you doing, Faz? Okay?
Very well, thank you very much, Tony.
You've got a good smile on your face because I think you've done this this property really well. So, title of our program today is how to set up your HMO. So we're going to be setting up. We're going to be doing a little tour here in Faz's lovely property here, and we're here in South London today, in leafy Wimbledon. Really nice part of London. Sun is shining today actually here in London as well. So. It's a fantastic day to kind of show you. So Faz, if you don't mind, just give us, I know you briefly talked about it in the past, just give us a bit of history about this property and how you came about it and your negotiation with the landlord, and then after that we'll do a little bit of a tour.
All right, okay, I signed the agreement for this particular property on September the 1st. And
how did it come about? How did you find out about the property?
Okay, so this property came to me via a sourcer, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, funny enough. Yeah, so I had to pay a sourcing fee.
Yeah.
For me, it was originally sourcing for £3,000, but I negotiated with my skills. We got him down to 2.5k. Which is okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I also managed to negotiate a 2 months rent-free period because I wanted to do some work to the property.
Sure.
Because originally it was a 3 lounge in the ground floor, and I created a stud wall, a door frame and door, and to create another bedroom. That was going to cost me about 1,500 and so I knew that, and also I knew that I need to put in a HMO application because this property is on 3 levels, and there's going to be 5 or more people staying in the property, which is, I'm going to have 6 occupants. So for that application costs £1,300 here in South London.
Yeah.
And now all I need to do is fire doors, emergency lighting, and fire alarm with smoke alarms, heat detectors, etc., which is going to be happening over the next week or 2.
Sure.
I've got the properties, all the rooms now fully furnished.
Yeah.
I've got beddings and the beds and the wardrobes and desks and lamps and mirrors and etc. in there, curtains. So I've got all that done as well now. So I've got my first 2 tenants out viewing this evening.
Yeah.
Which are already booked in. It's not going to be done by myself. Obviously, I want to get viewings done, so I take myself out of the equation.
Yes. So it's going to be a completely hands-off kind of entity. Yeah. So you were saying with regards to the numbers, so you quite good projections, right, on your cash flow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just testing the market at the moment. So all the rooms are advertised around 850. They've got an ensuite as well, which is in the loft room, is room number 6. That one I'm advertising at 950.
Yeah.
And if I achieve those numbers, I should be making somewhere around £1,600 to £1,700 per month cash flow after everything else is paid.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty high. I mean, especially for London, you know what I mean. I mean, I know we have quite high room rates compared to the rest of the country, but obviously the rents are high. So you did a good job in negotiating the rent and obviously all the other fees and stuff that you've got associated with it.
Yeah, and mind you, I also negotiated the deposit. So
No deposit. See, a lot of those, not the naysayers will say, "Oh no, you got to pay a deposit and this and that."
I don't pay deposit.
Faz is living proof that deposits don't have to happen. We're not saying in every single situation that will happen, but if you do try hard, that's definitely something that you can achieve. And if you've got any questions around how to do that, or please do shoot us a a like first of all, because that helps the YouTube algorithm, and also shoot us a comment, any questions that you have around negotiating. Faz would be more than happy to answer any questions, or to myself. So, shall we do a little tour now, Faz? Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Right, so here we are at the property, Richmond College here in Wimbledon, and lovely day today. Here we are in the entrance. Nice wooden flooring here, and this is bedroom number 1. So as you can see, Faz has really gone all out and provided a very high-end service for his tenants, because obviously he's going to attract the best type of tenant with the decor that he's kind of done. So this sort of interior design kind of concept is something you've recently sort of come across. Faz, talk us through it and how it came about, and how the lady designed this room.
Yeah, in terms of the quality of the area, it has standards, and I wanted to maintain that standards, and I wanted to charge premium rent, so I wanted to go above the average standard out there in the market.
Yeah.
Against the TVs in every room.
Yeah.
I actually reached out to my community of my network, and I messaged about 12 people.
Yeah.
Out of those, 4 or 5 people came back with me some names and numbers. I spoke to a few of them, and in fact there was two ladies that they're just starting out. They've not done it before. They said they want this as their first project.
Yeah.
And they would charge me nothing just to get the experience. So me beat me up, I said, yeah, really. I said, yeah, why not? So I'll give them a go, I'll give them an opportunity, and they've done a fantastic job for me in this particular house.
Wow, yeah.
And they've kitted out 6 rooms for me.
Really
but
nice,
me, as a gesture of goodwill, I did give them something for it, for their hard work and efforts, as a token of goodwill.
Definitely.
That came from my heart.
Exactly.
But yeah, so they sourced all the furniture for me. The beds, the bed linen, the desk, the chairs, the wardrobe, the blinds here, curtains, etc., and the duvet and the throat, and the mirrors. So they sourced it all for me in every room, and I had a look at those line by line, as you would,
Yeah.
And looked at the prices. I made a few adjustments, nothing major. Then they were quite competent.
Sure.
So yeah, I paid them for all the furniture.
Furniture,
Then it was their responsibility to organise delivery, to make sure there's access.
Yeah.
Make sure that the goods get assembled.
Sure.
Make sure that everything gets positioned as per their own creative thoughts, and on this wall is a feature wall.
Yes, notice that's really, really good. And just for any sort of budding entrepreneurs and renters out there that are looking to do this kind of thing, how much more of a difference do you think this makes in the rent? In terms of what you can achieve?
The average rent in this particular area, we're here in Wimbledon, is around £650 to £700.
Sure.
The average rent.
Yeah.
And I've advertised mine, because I'm testing the market, at £850. Yes, and I'm on like
significant increase, isn't it?
A massive increase.
Yeah.
And if I've got 2 viewings lined up today, and if they go, then that's a fantastic result.
Yes.
And
I think there'd be no doubt. Yeah.
Then at least I know that within the next week or so, the rent will come down to maybe about 800 or so, and I'll test the market again for another week or 2.
Yeah. But you're still at that top end. That's what we're trying to.
I'm still at the top end.
Yeah, because you've gone out and you said you've had quite a few phone calls, haven't you, about the rooms, obviously just from the photograph, right? Yeah. So it proves on going the extra mile how you can increase that rent, and
Yeah.
perfect. So
And if I have to come down to 650, 700, which I may have to, I don't know yet where we're going to be with what's happening regarding the pandemic and lockdown, etc.
Yes.
If I have to, I still clear 13 to
You
1400 pounds
yeah.
per month cash flow.
Yes.
Yeah, which conservatively,
Yeah.
that is astonishing. That's fantastic. It's unheard of in the industry of rent to rent.
Sure.
You know, and I like to do that.
Exactly.
Let's go into the next room, guys.
But still, you're giving the tenant the value that they're paying for. You know what I mean, and it will definitely serve you in the long run. Right. So this is our second room. It's also done in very nice feature wall in here. Cupboard, TV again, and this one is like you've got access to the garden as well, haven't they? So.
If you can point this at the feature wall,
yeah.
Tony,
Yeah.
this was a through lounge, so there was no wall here.
Wow. Okay.
And this door frame, there was no door frame. This was a closed wall.
Right.
Yeah, there was only one entrance to the room, which is in the first room.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So I created this wall.
Right.
And I created this door frame.
Right,
And I put a new door here, which is a fire door.
Right.
Intermittent strip.
Yes. Perfect.
3 hinges.
So that was also that was now part of the new negotiation with the landlord, right?
Yes.
So anybody who's looking at properties and rent to rent and thinking actually the through lounge could be 2 different rooms, which you've done.
Yeah.
That's another negotiation technique, and if it's something that you're struggling with, drop us a line, drop us a comment. We'd be more than happy to.
When I came to view this property, there were 2 or 3 other companies here, and I had to be in the forefront of the landlord's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to think, how can I
how can you be
offer
different? Yeah.
something new, something different?
Different, yeah.
And obviously, the number one thing that everybody wants is more money.
Yeah.
So the original price for the property was £2,450.
Yeah.
Yeah, I offered him 2,700.
Wow.
Automatically, that clears the
rest of them, yeah.
rest of the competition. And then I had to work out my numbers, so I'm averaging around the £1,500 mark, give or take, there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And I was able to do that with offering that much because I created the 6th bedroom.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And part of the deal for me to acquire this property was to get 2 months rent free and a nil deposit. Yeah. And my reason and thinking behind that was because I need to put in X amount of money for the HMO application, the work that need to go to be done. Which is roughly around somewhere between around £6,000 to £7,000. And then on top of that, I need to do the stud wall, which is going to be somewhere around the £2,000 mark, roughly, give or take. And I needed to not be liable for the landlord's rent in month 1 or month 2.
True.
I wanted to have that breathing space to be able to then have the freedom, A, to do the work, and B, to attract the right tenants to be able to make enough of an income in order for me to then pay the landlord rent, which is due in month 3.
Definitely. Perfect. So if we go into the kitchen. Right, so nice space. This is the common space for the tenants. Is that right, Faz?
It is. Yeah. This is the communal area, which is attached to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Today, I'm expecting a fridge freezer. Small one. Which I'm going to put in this corner here.
Yeah.
And then I've also created this space here. So this was actually just a blocked off space. So I've got my guy to create a big gap here.
Okay.
And that's going to be used for the tumble dryer.
Right. Okay.
That
So you've got all the white goods in here and stuff. Yeah. So did the landlord supply some of the white goods as well, did he? Or
Yeah, the landlord supplied the washing machine and the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You know, and also a small kind of freezer.
Yeah.
And a small kind of a fridge.
Yeah.
But I've, because I'm going to have 6 tenants in here, I don't feel that's going to be enough, so I ordered a big one.
Big one, yeah, yeah.
You know?
You're going to need that.
Sure. I need that. And then I put a TV in here as well.
Where are you hoping to place that? You're going to place that here, is it? Or
what's that, sorry?
the new fridge freezer?
Yeah, the fridge freezer I want to put in that corner there.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, because you've got plug points.
Yeah, I'll move this one.
Yeah.
Fine.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So you're set with your broadband, your TV.
Yeah. So this, I put the shelf here to put my Virgin Media.
Oh, lovely.
I put my Virgin Media box and my router.
Yeah.
For the Wi-Fi, and then I wanted to make sure this was a swivel, so if somebody's doing some cooking or some work, they can watch TV.
They can watch TV, yeah.
From the kitchen area.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So you know, love.
Yeah.
Thought as well.
And here we are, a lovely garden here. Obviously, it's definitely a luxury here in London to have a lovely access to a lovely garden. So many people don't. Struggling with this, but I'm sure you guys can see, get the picture, and can kind of see the lovely space the tenants will have outside. Right. So should we go upstairs?
Yeah, sure.
So bathroom number 1. Yeah, nice little toilet, which is quite common as well, obviously in houses in London, to have a nice little understair bathroom. It helps with especially if you've got sharers or a large family living in, so one. Right, so this is the first room upstairs. Wow, it's all different colours, isn't it? She's not like done the same colour in every room, so she's really thought about interior design. Lovely. And so did the interior design, did she source all the furniture, or did you?
Yeah, she sourced all the furniture. Yeah. I gave her that flexibility and freedom to use her own creativity to source the right furniture, which would be coordinated with A, the structure of the room, and B, the other items that are going to be purchased.
Lovely. Okay. Your other feature wall. Right. So we're moving to the next one. This goes up. So we've got
room number 4.
Yeah, room number 4. Lovely. This again was lovely done. This is a blue one. So you've got like boys and girls rooms, have you? His and hers.
You never know. I might become a matchmaker.
A few babies born at this property. Right, so okay. Next room.
Room number 5.
Room number 5. A lot of light in this room. It's really nice, and they'll have a lovely view onto the street. Green. And then the third, the upstairs bathroom. Yeah. And then, wow, this is obviously we can't tell the tenants that, because this is probably going to be the room that's going to go first, I would probably say. But this is definitely the nicest room, I think, in my opinion. So this room is going for slightly more than the others.
950, I've got it advertised at.
Wow.
I'd be happy if I get anywhere between 850 and 950.
950, yeah, for sure. Because I mean, they've got their own ensuite bathroom, yeah. So they can't really ask for any more. Storage space as well. Lovely, nice little TV as well. Wow, so did she try to go a little bit more sort of high end with this room, with the space and stuff like that? Or?
No, it was just basic stuff. I mean, I think the beds cost around £200.
Right. Okay.
With mattress.
Yeah.
So that's quite reasonable, I think.
Reasonable.
You know? Most of the stuff is from IKEA, but then we used other places such as eBay and Amazon, etc.
Yeah.
And a few other suppliers online.
You definitely did some bargain hunting, didn't you?
Yeah.
Got quality, but at a really good price. Mm-hmm. And here and here is a nice sort of high view. Lovely. Right, so that was our tour, and thank you very much, Faz, for showing us that. Just sort of final comments, and to anybody out there that's sort of looking, thinking, has sort of a mental block, thinking they can't do it, they can do it. I said, we're here doing it, in the flesh, as we just shown you, and all this is possible. I mean, as I said, Faz has gone all out, and he's done a negotiation well, got the property, kitted it out really, really well, doing it all in the right way, complying with everything. Guys, you can do this, and also to landlords who are considering options with this type of, this is a fantastic option for you, because as I said, Faz has given the landlord 5 years guaranteed rent. So the landlord can go and sit on the beach and, wherever he wants in Thailand, for example, and not to worry about his property for the next 5 years, and he'll have, he'll be able to have a lot of pina coladas with that money, don't you agree, Faz? Sitting on the beach, or whatever he likes to drink. So that's that's a thing, and landlords, if you've got any questions, we're always here. We're always trying to help landlords with if they are considering these options, and we'd love to hear your questions. Faz, any closing comments from you? To people who are looking to get into rent or not sure what to do, and also B, to landlords as well who are looking at this option and not quite sure. If you can just give us an overview for those two groups of people.
Yeah, I think it's important that you want to have a vision of what they want to do, what they want to accomplish in life, where they're going, what they want to achieve, and put some goals in place and make it happen. Now, whatever you throw out there into the universe, in terms of your thoughts, some of that is about to stick, and some of it you're going to attract. So if you want to create money or cash flow through property that you don't own, this is a beautiful strategy. It works, and anyone can do it. You just need to get some basic understanding, basic knowledge, and go on a course, etc., and then find a mentor that can walk you through step by step. That's what I would say. For the landlord, it's a win-win, because they get no management fees, they get no voids, they get no hassle, they get no phone calls, they get an uninterrupted income stream, which is passive income, and they don't have to, they set it and forget it, and you treat their property like your own, and you manage your clients through professionally, make sure they're referenced well, make sure you've got a rent guarantee insurance policy on each tenant, make sure so you're protected, and so if anybody does abscond or doesn't pay, then you've got the insurance company that's going to take over, and you're protected. So there's a way to achieve whatever you want. You've just got to put the right thoughts out there, and
Perfect. Thank you very much for that advice. And as I said, guys, please give us a like. That'd be much appreciated. And obviously, we'd love to answer any of your comments. But thank you once again, Faz, for showing us this lovely rent-to-rent property. See you guys in the next one. We'll keep you guys posted. We'll always keep you guys up to date with our ongoing projects and try to give you as much value as possible. Thank you very much. Take care.